Samsung, proud sponsor of TechBusters.
Wow, that was great fun. What can I say? You know, I've always said about being a journalist, you don't have to be an expert. You just have to have the number of an expert. And in this case, it's very real.
You know, it's quite scary that they appear to be brighter than you.
I would love to see any of the small children in your family with you on screen and watch how stark a contrast that is. Anyway, according to the tagline, this is something that will change the rules. But will it really? This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. And Aki and I have been playing with it for the last couple of days. And I must say, I think it's by far the best tablet that Samsung have made. And I'm quite impressed. It's the usual kind of build quality you'd expect, the thoroughness. But what I did was I bumped into a friend who's one of those creative guys, you know, who wears funky glasses and funny outfits. You know, he's a film producer and a critic named Darren Gordon. And I gave it to him this morning and I said, try it out, tell me what you think. And he said the screen's really great. And he said, it's like Samsung's iPad, isn't it? And I thought, it's a great way to describe it. It's a little unkind, but I guess that's just the way the world will always see another tablet. It's everybody else's version of the iPad, and the iPad still continues to dominate it. But I think it's really fantastic.
Well, yeah, you know,
good quality screen.
Yeah. No, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Tubbs, but you say they dominate, but certainly Android tablets are catching up pretty quickly, huh?
Oh, they are indeed, and there's definitely. So, what have your impressions been of the tablet? You've played with it a lot.
You know, Toby, you were just talking about the screen, and I think that the screen itself is, you know, any kind of Samsung device you're holding in your hand. There's one thing that Samsung's got right is the brightness of the screen, and that's the first thing that people say. Wow, this is a really cool screen. In terms of all the bells and whistles, I find it quite zippy, and the processor's quite fast. But I remember the last time we reviewed a Samsung tablet, and you were saying that you kind of like the Android operating system. It's kind of growing on you.
It's grown on me as a tablet. It really has. I prefer the cut and paste functionality of iOS for everyday use. But I've used Android. Android has become kind of my tablet OS of choice, and I'm happy with it. I get the integration with Google, how effectively that works for that kind of functionality. It's much more useful to me. Yeah. The calendaring, the you know, and I insist on making myself use something different. Same way I use a Windows mobile phone as often as I can. Yeah. So I just really think Samsung's cornered the quality market when it comes to these tablets. Their main competitors, as we know, in the smartphone and the phone market are going to be the Chinese manufacturers. But I think there's a quality that's necessary in a tablet. The only other Android manufacturer I've seen make other standout devices are Sony with those. There's that Xperia tablet.
And some of the Lenovo budget ranges are quite good. But in terms of this device over here, as a media consumption device, I think it's really good. It's got a great screen to watch videos. I mean, if you think of where you're going to use it, to watch YouTube, to watch movies, and you're going to be holding it like this in your hand, it's pretty light, it's pretty nifty, and it's it's not going to fit into...
How's the camera?
I don't like the camera. The camera, I mean, how do you put a 3-megapixel camera onto a device like this? But it's not designed for that. We know 1.3, but we know those guys at press conferences and at events where they hold up the phone like this to take a picture. Look at this. Can we look at the camera?
I just think it's absurd that people get so fribbled about the size of the megapixel camera. What megapixels describe, yes, I think it looks wonderful. I feel better like this.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
How those Africa lips.
Traumatic lips.
So I personally am not a big user of the camera functionality. You snap the odd snap, and for that reason, the size of the megapixels refer to how big the picture will be when you print it out.
Precies.
Ja, nommer asseblief. So, what we can say is we both like the tablet. Very nice, very slick. I like.
And that's where we're going to leave the show tonight.
And that's where we're going to leave the show tonight.